What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another video. As Treasure Cruise players, sometimes OPTC can be a little bland, the same monotonous cycle of Pirate King adventures, and then Treasure Map, and then Kizuna Clash. It can just really weigh you down. Luckily, there is a dark fantasy themed turn-based RPG that can help fill that void that Treasure Cruise will sometimes leave you during the downtimes. The game also brings along beautiful graphics with crisp visuals that can truly elevate the gaming experience. And on top of all of that, the character designs are absolutely badass, and I know you're gonna love them. And that game is none other than Raid Shadow Legends. If you haven't started playing yet, then I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead down below in the video description or in the pinned comment section of this video, or you could go ahead and scan my QR code to download on App Store, Play Store, or on PC to get amazing bonuses only via using my link or QR code. Right now, you'll get a free legendary champion of your choice and 2 free epics. Firstly, you will instantly unlock a huge starter pack with Epic Drake from the Lizard Man faction. His kit allows you to keep your team alive with an increased defense buff and a revive on death skill. Also, by reaching level 15, you will get another amazing epic, Tagoar, from the Orc faction. There's an amazing campaign going on for all new players in Raid Shadow Legends. You'll be able to pick one of 6 legendary champions to receive for free by typing in one of the following promo codes when you enter the game. By using the promo code TREEHUGGER, you'll unlock legendary champion Green Warden Ruark. Alternatively, you could try the GETALICE code to unlock legendary champion Alice the Wanderer. By using the code DESERTQUEEN, you could alternatively unlock the legendary champion Tuhanarak. A fan favorite, using the promo code MONKEYKING to unlock legendary champion Sun Wukong MONKEYKING. The one that I like the most is the promo code DEMONSLAYER to unlock legendary champion Tholan Foulbeard. Or finally, you could choose to use the promo code UDKING to unlock the legendary champion Ultimate Death Knight. We'll talk more about him in just a moment. However, in my opinion, I think that the best promo code to select is Demonslayer, because Tholan Foulbeard is a strong AoE and single target force nuker with tons of utility and stat stacking abilities, making him an excellent character to choose in early progression and for campaign clears. These champions that we all just talked about are available after downloading via my custom link or by scanning my QR code only. 48 hours after downloading with my link. If you go directly to app stores or use other links, you will not receive these packages that the Raid team has given me. Make sure to download using my link or scan my QR code and then use that promo code once you are in game. So download today and come find me under the name Toadski_, and you can go ahead and join my clan, which is bro-optc. So one of the major updates in Raid Shadow Legends is the fact that this man right here, Ultimate Death Knight, is available once again. You can actually acquire him as a new player by utilizing one of the promo codes we'll be talking about in this video, UDKING, and you'll be able to unlock Ultimate Death Knight for free, very simply. So let's discuss exactly what this guy is all about, because Ultimate Death Knight is honestly a champion that you can use in almost every piece of content that Raid Shadow Legends has to offer. Even if you just go to the player reviews, out of 5, he's rated very highly in almost all facets of the game, which is amazing. So let's actually break down exactly what makes him so good. So his first skill here, it does damage to a single target and also has a chance to provoke that character, as well as also having a chance increasing against legendary champions. And the fact that all of his attacks are based on defense, meaning defense stacking, is going to be one of the best ways to build him. His secondary skill attacks all enemies, 80% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff on them for 2 turns, allowing you to survive longer. Also 80% chance of placing a fear debuff for 1 turn on each legendary champion. The third skill here places a shield buff and a 15% continuous heal buff on all of your allies for 2 turns. And the value of the shield buff is proportional to this champion's defense. Once again, defense being massively important for Ultimate Death Knight. His first passive here is actually god tier. Like, this is a crazy passive. Whenever an ally is attacked, he has a 100% chance of completely blocking one hit, decreasing the incoming damage to 0. this champion will receive the damage instead. It will also redirect any debuffs from the hit to this champion, and the chance of the blocking a hit and redirecting decreases to 50% if the attacker is a boss, which makes sense. Bosses are supposed to be more difficult, and it does not work if the attack on the ally was an AoE attack. So any single target hit, he can take the damage and the debuffs from. Whenever an enemy is healed, heals this champion by 20% of that heal. So even if you're going up against enemies that have the effect to maintain and sustain themselves, Ultimate Death Knight will copy that, which is so cool. His secondary passive increases this champion's HP, defense, and speed by 10% for each dead ally. So even if, you know, he is going to be one of the last characters left on your team, he's going to be getting a very much enhanced defensive and speed component, which is going to allow him to perform attacks more often against enemies. So overall, if you do have a bit of a hard time in the start of your Raid Shadow Legends journey, then Ultimate Death Knight will be a fantastic way to cover that. So of course, one of the most fun things to do in Raid Shadow Legends is to use shards and go to the portal and go ahead and summon some characters. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. So we have some ancient shards that we'll go ahead and spend. We have some void shards to hopefully get maybe an epic, hopefully a legendary void champion, which are very hard to come across, and we do have 5 sacred shards to go ahead and use. So I'm very excited to jump into this one. Obviously you don't get too many opportunities to utilize sacred shards, so I'm very much excited to go ahead and jump into it. Let's start off small. Let's go ahead and do some single summons first, and then we'll see what happens. Now, I guess I did actually forget to go ahead and show off something on the banner real quick as we get a pounder. Hey, yo, pause. We have a progressive chance. So this only lasts for the next 8 hours, but the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are here. I'm going to go ahead and put Raphael in here because Raphael's my boy. We also have April O'Neil. That's hilarious. We have Corvus the Corruptor. And we also have Richtoff the Bold. Now, of course, we're going to put my man Raphael in here. Confirm. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Let's do two more single summons to get us to a flat 30. Let's see. We want to see a purple light because that is going to be an epic champion. The Shadowkin are one of my favorite factions in Raid Shadow Legends. We'll be talking more about some of my favorite champions in Raid Shadow Legends a little bit later on, but man, just the design of these characters looks so sick. Let's do one more single, and then we'll go ahead and do a 10 pull, I think. Okay, another rare champion, which is fine, which is Hyria. We move on. But now we have a 10 times chance right here. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. 10 times chance, or 10, we're going to do a multi-summon right here. We have I guess a progressive chance to get Raphael here. Let's do this 10 pull and see what happens. Let's see some hotness. Do we get anything good? Let's see. We want to see. Oh, what? We got a legendary champion! Hey, yo! Okay. That doesn't happen very often. I don't know if this champion's any good or not. We've got Oella, who is from the Sylvan Watchers, which is actually the newest faction in Raid Shadow Legends. I have no idea what she does. She is a support style unit. She attacks an enemy, 80% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed. That's always useful, especially in PvP arena. Cannot be resistant if all 10 of the shell is on the same team. Heals all allies by 30% of their max HP, increases the duration of buffs. That's always useful. And then the cooldown does go down to 3 turns too. And then this says it fills the turn meter of all allies by 30%. Also places a 50% increased resistance buff on all allies for 2 turns. I mean, this seems really good. And then the passive, whenever an ally loses 15% or more of their max HP from a single hit, places a continuous heal on that ally. And continuous heal for 2 turns on the ally, and instantly activates if all 10 of the shell is on the same team. Okay, so all 10 and this character together provide really good buffs, but overall, seems solid. I don't think it's like the most broken champion ever, but hey, getting that from a random 10 pull, I'ma take it, man. I'ma take it. Let's go, dude. Wow. Okay, that's fantastic. All right, so it looks like we do get a higher chance the more we do pulls here. So we also have a progressive chance here as well, but I mean, we don't have as many shards on these ones, but it is what it is. Let's do another 10 pull because that was insane. I'm not expecting to get like crazy luck like that again, but hey, give me more of that. Oh, we did get an epic champion. We'll check him out in just a second. Another epic champion. All right, and that's that. Okay, so we did get 2. We got Qualgon the Crown. All right, let's move out of this one. And we're going to try once more. This is going to be our final 10 summon here. And then we've got 5 Void and 5 Sacred Shards to go ahead and spend. Let's see what we get. I'm not expecting a legendary champion to pop up again, because that was crazy. That just doesn't happen. Oh, wow. We got absolutely shafted on that one. Nothing too... I mean, Apothecary is, like, fine, I guess, but nothing too crazy out of the blue there. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and move on to our Void Shards. Void Shards are actually really cool. We have a progressive chance to unlock these guys. We've got Shredder here, of course, with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collab. We have Riho Bone Spear. I mean, look at the designs on these champions, bruh. And we've got Shuzen the Valorous. They just look so badass. I mean, let's put Shredder in here. I mean, it's not going to happen, but let's see. Let's do a couple single summons on Void. So the way that these work, by the way, is that there's typically 3 attributes in Raid Shadow Legends, but then there's like a 4th one, which is the Void. You can only get Void characters from Void Shards. So they're very, very rare, and there are obviously legendary champions, epic champions you can pull from these two. Fnatic here, Shadowkin, just the Shadowkin faction looks so cool, bro. Okay. So far, the Void Shards have let us down a little bit, but that's okay. And we have this guy, Amarantine Skeleton. Alright, nothing too crazy there. Let's move on. Another blue. And we have Paragon. And we have one more Void Shard. Can we get that hotness? Let's see. And no, this is going to be a rare champion for us. Alright, nothing too crazy from the Void Shards. That's a little unfortunate. But we do have the Sacred Shards, which we're guaranteed to get an epic at a bare minimum, which is just so sick. Of course, the rates do, you know, skew a little bit. So we have our Sacred Shards here. 94% chance to get an epic, but a 6% chance to get a legendary. I mean, just looking at the Ancient Shards there, we only had a 0.5% chance to get a legendary, and we did hit one, which is just kind of nuts, right? So... I mean, we've got a lot of characters we can choose from. Let's just put Raphael here. Doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and do our summons. Hopefully we see that golden light. Let's see a legendary champion. We did get a legendary champion. Hey, yo. We got Herndig. Okay. We got Old Mate Herndig, an attack style champion. What's his passive? Fills his turn meter by 10% every time you're hit. Occurs once per hit. Also fill this champion's turn meter by 20% whenever an ally dies. Okay, so he's all about, you know, getting his special offers, like, just using as many skills as possible. Attacks, grants extra turn, and decreases the cooldown of Stasis Strike by 2 turns if you kill an enemy. And then this is Stasis Strike, which can attack an enemy, fully depletes their turn meter. That's insanity. And attacks all enemies if the first attack is crit. This AoE attack has a 75% chance to place a weakened debuff for 2 turns, and also HP burn for 2 turns after the attack on the enemies whose turn meter are below 30%. So you want to stack crit, because landing a crit basically grants you a double hit. And then he's got Arcane Tempest, which is also AoE. You can decrease their defense and decrease their accuracy. Alright, this seems like a pretty solid champion overall. Not a bad way to start things off. Not a bad way to start off at all. Okay, we have 4 more to go. Let's see what else we can get from these. Okay, we get an epic champion. And we get Royal Guard from the High Elves. Okay. He is an attack style champion. He can decrease speed, which is always good to see. He can also decrease defense. I mean, seems like a pretty solid epic champion, honestly. Like, if you like, he doesn't seem terrible. I mean, look at these scores though. I mean, people rate this guy quite highly. He doesn't seem too bad. Damage increase according to enemy's max HP. So he does more damage based on his attack and the enemy's HP. So this guy actually could be a pretty good DPS character depending on the enemy you're up against. Not too bad. Okay, let's continue on. We have 3 more Sacred Shards. We are out of slots. We need to open some slots. Okay, back to our Sacred Shards here. Come on, 3 more to go. What do we get? We get another epic champion. Who is this dude? Shatterbones. Yeah, it doesn't seem very highly rated. I mean, a couple areas he could be quite useful, but not the most exciting champion in the world. Okay, we have 2 more. Let's see what we get. Oh, we do get a legendary champion. Who we got? We got Longbeard, a legendary attack champion from the Skinwalkers. He seems like a bad one. Oh, well. Attacks one enemy with 4 allies. Increases the damage inflicted by all allies by 20%. He can place a weak. He just seems like he doesn't do a lot of stuff. So this is probably a legendary champion that has been in the game for quite a long time. That's the way that I see it. I mean, hey, for my Treasure Cruise fellows, this is like pulling like a V1 Whitebeard, you know what I'm saying? Alright, we have one more to go. Let's see what we get. Hopefully we finish strong. And we get another epic champion to finish off here. Rearguard Sergeant. Okay, I mean, pretty decently rated in a couple of pieces of content, so I guess we'll take that. Could be worse, right? So it's a defense style champion from the Dwarf faction. Pretty cool. So not too bad though. We actually got some pretty cool stuff. If we go over to our champion list real quick, like we actually got like the fact that we got 2 legendary champions. Oh, actually we got 3, right? We got 3 legendary champions out of the blue. I mean, we take those, man. We take those. So one of the things I really wanted to show you guys in Raid Shadow Legends as well is that some of the character designs of the champions just look absolutely phenomenal. I always go back to this guy, Jintaro. I absolutely adore his design. He just looks so freaking badass, man. Look at this giant blade that he has and the whole samurai fit that he has, man. He just looks so dope. Even like this character here, Yumiko, is widely considered to be one of the best champions in Raid Shadow Legends with just extraordinary abilities. Being able to like reduce the cooldowns of your skills of all of your allies is incredibly strong. Perfect Veil, obviously insanely busted. So Yumiko, very much giving off that vibe of like the nine-tailed fox kind of design. Looks really cool. I know that the furries out there would probably absolutely love this one, so shout out to the furries, I guess. Just the whole vibe of a lot of these champions just looks so sick. I mean, like, have a look at this guy right here, Gamuran. Like, he's got like the whole vibe going on. He's got like the necromancy looking thing. He's got the robes. Look at this design, man. It just looks so sick. Another one of the fan favorites in Raid Shadow Legends is this guy right here, Prince Kaimar. A lot of people love this guy. He's been definitely one of the better champions in Raid Shadow Legends for the longest time. I've always been a big fan of like the whole electricity vibe and electricity power. So shout out to my man NL from One Piece. But like, look at this guy's vibe. He's just literally looking like an absolute demon with electricity powers. Incredibly powerful champion in Raid Shadow Legends. Would love to have my hands on a character such as this, but even just like this, like what even is this? Even got like a fire blade as well. The demon spawns, but you got a faction that can kind of fit whatever you like. Like if you're into the lizard man, hey, I ain't hating, you know. If you like the lizard people, then hey, you've got those as well. You've got these champions that are based on like reptiles, or you've got the skinwalkers, which is based on like mammals. You literally have a panda. That's crazy, dude. You've got whatever the hell that guy is. You have a boar. You have a wolf. You've got a rat. You've got all the rats up in here, man. I mean, have a look. You've even got a rooster. You've even got a cock. That's crazy, dude. There's just so much to love. I mean, hey, even if you like, you know, armored characters, you got really cool looking, like Cupidus looks amazing. Really cool. This is definitely like a Valentine's Day kind of character, but hey, it looks so good. So there's plenty of amazing things to do in Raid Shadow Legends, so make sure to go down below in the video description, use my promo code, or scan the QR code that you see on screen right now, and go ahead and use my links, of course, to secure yourself the free legendary champion of your choice and 2 free epic champions. First of which, of course, being the epic Drake from the Lizardman faction with an amazing kit with defensive capabilities. Also, by reaching level 15, you can unlock the epic champion Tagoar from the Orc faction. And then, of course, using one of the 6 available promo codes, you can get a legendary champion for free. All of which are amazing, by the way. In my opinion, though, I think Tholan Foulbeard is the best of them. However, Ultimate Death Knight is going to be a fantastic champion to sustain and provide amazing defensive layers to your teams in Raid Shadow Legends. Remember though that all of these amazing gifts will only be available by using my personal links or my QR code that you see on screen, and only within the first 48 hours of making an account. So ensure that when you do use my links, log in straight away and use one of those 6 promo codes to secure your free legendary champion. So that's going to wrap it up for me today. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with even more content that I post, make sure to go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. And thank you very much to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video.